starting over in my mind was not a part of the original plan. I can imagine that Naomi said to herself, oh, I got to go back to Bethlehem. It's going to be a good thing. It was a last resort. Because everything had been cut from her. Everything had been, her life, her family had been downsized. Sometimes when you ask God that you want to do, God, I want you to do surgery on me. God, I want you to cut things. You got to be careful. You got to know what you're asking for. Right. You got to know what you're coming to God and saying, God, I need you to cut. Cuts hurt. Cuts bleed. Cuts take a while to heal. Because when I ask God to cut me, that means I got to be prepared for some friends to walk away. That means I got to be prepared for some family not to like me anymore. That means I got to be prepared for a job to leave. That means I have to be prepared for a change that I don't like. But God knows the plan. God is the doctor. Amen. God is the one that you have to consult. Be careful who you are consulting with. If there is an issue and you need God to fix your vision, and you're asking him to fix your mouth, and you're asking him to change your heart, I can't go talk to Minister Hill all the time, even though she is my friend and I love her dearly and I know she's going to give me godly advice. However, at the end of the day, she is not God. She is not the professional. It's good to have wisdom and people around you. I can't go to my friends all the time and tell them my issues. Why? Because at the end of the day, I know who I need to go to. But you only go to God when you're ready for the procedure. You only go to God when you're really ready for surgery. You can't be a blessing to somebody if you don't go through anything.